Hello and welcome to War for the Overworld. My name is Matt, and this is my first time playing the game. I played a bit of Dungeon Keeper back when I was a wee young child, but that was a long time ago. This is supposed to be the spiritual successor to it. I'm pretty sure the people who involved in the original are helped make this one. Anyhow, I hear very good things about it, so I'm just going to get started here. Don't know what I'm doing, but that looks like it would. Just like that. No games to load. Hit enter. Oh, embarrassing.
I've been looking for someone
There we
to
go.
spearhead my campaign. But before we get stuck in, let's refresh that old mind of yours.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now go!
Welcome back, Underlord. I must say, I wasn't expecting you quite so soon. The transference may have left you feeling a bit foggy in the head. Focus now. I'll try to ease you back into it. Fortunately, this does seem to get easier each time. This is your home realm, the source of your power, and the anchor that binds you to reality. Many years ago, it was destroyed, and you were cast out into formless nothing. Fortunately, you've returned from your exile to once again challenge those who would stand between us and the mortal realm of Kairos. Your resurrection heralds the next phase of our assault upon its wretched empire, now led by the newly crowned Emperor Lucius. But he is least and final of our worries. It's his generals and the protection of their goddess Kira that will truly test our mettle. Ready yourself, Underlord. Let's begin our war for the Overworld. Welcome back, Underlord. It's been a long time since you were banished to the Ether. You've returned as a husk of your former self, but I've taught far denser Underlords than you. Let's start with the basics.
Let's do it.
This is your dungeon core, the tether that allows you to manifest your malignant will. If destroyed, your consciousness will once again be scattered to the void. Your workers are an extension of your dark will. They have many jobs.
Nope. Yes, there's a help button.
But their main focus is in carving out the halls of your dungeon. Put them to work by clicking and dragging your cursor upon the flashing tiles to tag them for excavation. Your workers will now rush forth to dig out and claim the tagged area. Once they have laid down the stones, marking the ground as your own, you'll be able to build rooms upon the
Standard
finished
WASD.
tiles. While your lackeys get to work, look to the east of your dungeon core. This is a gateway, one of the many portals that you'll use to attract minions to your dungeon. Order your workers to dig a path to it now.
Fireworks. They have names? Nordum? Blake the Rocked One? Braggy the Scald. Alright, quit celebrating. Go dig that crap out. Left click to select, right click to place, that makes sense. I pick them up. Yep. Yes.
Now that you have a gateway, minions can enter into your service. But first, you'll need to build the rooms necessary to entice them in. Start by building a barracks. This room will allow your minions to hone their combat skills without the risk of permanent death or disfigurement. Select it and build it by clicking and dragging your hand across the claimed tiles. The barracks. Most rooms must be built at least 3 by 3 in order to function properly. Though the lair and vault are effective at any size. Claimed tiles are part of your dungeon, so you can build rooms and defenses upon them. Some spells will also only work upon claimed tiles.
Bit of a badass.
A gnarling has entered your dungeon. Attracted by the barracks, these green-skinned scrappers aren't quite right in the head, and they'll happily hack at your foes until someone is dead. Outside of combat, gnarlings will train themselves within your barracks. You can pick them up with a click if you find them slouching off, then deposit them anywhere within your dungeon with a right click. For further entertainment, you can always put yourself directly into their head by casting possession upon them. You can increase the efficiency of props within your rooms by fortifying the walls closest to the props. Possession will allow you to inhabit the mind of a minion, allowing you to see through their eyes, control their movement, and activate their abilities. Workers will fortify walls automatically when they've completed all their other tasks. Now that you have some minions, you will need to cater for their basic needs. First, build a lair, so the pitiful little meat sacks can get some rest.
No, I don't like that anymore. DJ Archangel. I can't even pronounce that. Alright, so I am mining out. I need to mine that first. So, right click. Right. Where?
Well done. But see how your gold reserves have been depleted. Command your workers to mine some of the nearby gold by tagging the gleaming tiles. They collect and return gold to your dungeon coffers, allowing you to spend it on whatever your dark heart desires. Your core can store up to 16,000 gold pieces. But if that number sounds pitifully small, or if wealth inspires the evil in you, simply build a vault to store more.
The nutritional value is, as of yet, undetermined.
Coin in your pocket, you can build a slaughter pan. This room produces scores of micro-piglets.
Micro-piglets?
A delicacy that will sustain the weak flesh of your minions by filling their bellies with succulent pig flesh.
Alright. Time to farm some micro-pigs. These guys seem really happy. They always celebrate over the most minor thing. Look at that.
Your dungeon has been breached. Cast Rally upon these spectres, and your minions will immediately sally forth to wreak bloody havoc.
How do we cast Rally? Some sort of spectral
Well
dwarves,
done.
it looks like.
Now finish off the rest of these manifestations with a second rally flag.
Oh, droppy.
Your gnarlings made short work of those spectres. But see how they still circle the flag? You can dismiss rally flags by slapping them with a right click. This should allow your minions to return to
Oh,
their
you can
jobs,
slap minions too.
tend their needs in a timely fashion.
That's great.
You can cast Recall upon a minion to immediately return them to your dungeon. Though if they are attacked as it channels, then the spell will fizzle into nothing.
We got pigs too. Halo, but the unpleasant. Nice. I'm supposed to test out the recall.
You're on a roll, Underlord. And I've been waiting far too long to
Where's this
begin
guy
my
going?
war for the Overworld. Let us enter the realm of Kairos and continue your retraining against a more fitting enemy.
Cool. Let's do it.
Well done, Underlord. I see it all coming back quite quickly. I expected
Evil
nothing
rating.
less, but there's much still to learn. Why don't we work in a bit of murder while we're at it? It's time for you to enter the realm of Kairos. Now's the time for a bigger challenge. Before you lies an Imperial keep, guarded by a certain Lord
Oh.
Rusimov. He had a bit of an accident that melted most of his face, but he's no less vigilant a soldier.
Melts your face off. It's not
He's
a
been
bit
sent
of an
to guard
accident.
an object that could threaten our campaign. Get in there and burn the rest of him, Underlord.
Will do. Let's do it.
We've punctured the veil of this world through a
Look at all the
schism,
cash.
a point of weakness in the bonds between realms. Unfortunately for us, the Empire has crafted defenses to keep us from the heart of their kingdom. These inhibitors prevent underlords from trespass, but whether it's bone or stone, it can be broken. I suspect that this Empire force has yet to taste true battle. But before you go engaging them, you'll need to muster up some minions. Unfortunately for me, your time in the ether has left you a weak husk of your former self.
Veins of
In order to
evil.
reacquire your powers, you will need to access the veins of evil. Open them now, and use a sin to unlock the archive.
Oh, okay. So that's some sort of tiered progression, talents or what have you.
Archive
There you go.
unlocked. This room will allow your minions to research additional sins, which can be spent to recover your lost powers. You have claimed a gateway. Build one now to begin researching additional sins.
There's a bunch of money here. Okay. Okay. I need to start building rooms.
To have your workers prioritize objectives in a specific
Yeah,
area,
that's fine. Shut up.
place a worker rally banner in that location. Build an archive, Underlord. Your forgotten powers are far more impressive than those you currently wield. You've discovered a perception shrine.
Can't build. Okay. They just haven't got here yet.
This shrine uncovers the fog of war over a wide area, allowing you to spy on your enemies and keep track of their movements.
Yeah, that's nice.
Your vaults cannot store any more gold.
Yeah, I know. Okay, built an archive. Probably need to build a layer and micro pig pen and all of that jazz. So,
A cultist has entered your dungeon. A cultist has found its way into your dungeon. Attracted by the magical tones within your archive. Your minions are unfortunate beings of weak flesh. Build them a lair so they may rest.
guess I'll build it next to the archive.
A hungry minion can always find work elsewhere. Build a slaughter pen before your minions starve.
We wouldn't want that now, would we?
Your vaults cannot store any more gold.
No. Loving the Lord.
Your minions have researched a sin for you. Annex unlocked.
That's fine. I'm worried about.
Your cultists have worked
There we
hard
go.
to earn a new sin.
So I guess
Use
after they
it
mine
within
it
the
out, they
veins
have
of
to
evil to
build
unlock
into your
the
dungeon.
tavern. This room provides your minions with succulent cooked pig flesh and stout ales. After eating a meal within its hearthed halls, their spirits will be raised, increasing their productivity for a short time. To remove the fog of war in a particular area, cast the prophecy spell, which can be unlocked in the veins of evil. Tavern unlocked. The tavern is an essential room for keeping your minions fed. As they increase in level, they will eventually rebel if there is no tavern to sate their hunger. Build one now.
I'm working on
Remember
it.
that the
Children.
tavern is unique and must be built at least 3 by 5 in order to be effective.
3 by 5. There we go.
The tavern must be built at least 3 by 5 before it can be used by your minions.
That's what I just did.
You've received a new sin. Prophecy unlocked.
Skewered micro piglets.
Nope, only did it by 4. There we
You'll
go.
still
3 by
need a
5.
slaughter pen in order to keep your tavern stocked. But in a pinch, you can always drop some alternative meat into the grinder. Rooms will only attract a certain number of minions before becoming full. In order to attract more,
Guy does a lot
you
of
need
talking.
to expand them.
Very slowly.
Payday has come again. Nothing in this life is free, Underlord, and you'll regularly need to pay your minions for their hard work. Be sure to keep an eye on your reserves, for if you've not enough gold for their wages, they'll be swift to find gainful employment elsewhere. Fortunately, your minions will return some of their earnings by buying meals within your own tavern. What a delicious arrangement. Annex will dig out a block or claim a ground tile that is adjacent to your own territory. However, it cannot be cast upon blocks or tiles claimed by an enemy.
Hemotomaniac. I guess that means they love
has
blood.
entered your dungeon.
Something evil stirs out there. Scouts, go find what the hell's making all that racket.
Rally your minions to defeat these scouts once they breach your dungeon. Let's keep Sarusimov in the dark a little while longer. You should try using the lightning and heal spells to assist your minions in combat. Lightning will call down a thunderous bolt of energy, damaging and stunning a single enemy. However, it can only be used within your own territory. The health of minions is represented by petals surrounding their unit shield. Once no petals remain, a creature will fall unconscious and soon die, unless returned to its lair to recover. Your dungeon core is under attack.
Come on, guys, rally.
This is no game, Underlord. Rally your minions to defend your dungeon core. Heal will restore an injured minion, based on their current health. The healing energies will be shared with other nearby minions if they are also injured.
What are you doing, dude? Fight. Get in there and fight, maggot.
To have your minions ignore rally flags and remain focused on their current objectives, you can assign them to the Peace Band.
They should be back by now. Ugh. Bar the doors. We wait for reinforcements.
Look how easily your minions cut down these sappers.
Kind of
If
had
I
some
didn't
trouble
know
there,
better,
actually.
I'd say the Empire is woefully unprepared.
Nope, I need to... There we go.
Once minions arrested, you can leave them to their work or force them to train by dropping them in a barracks.
Alright, so now what am I doing? Gonna expand the barracks? Will that have an effect? Probably not.
A new sin has been researched.
Yeah, we don't have anything to spend it on.
If you don't want to do something, you could at least vocalize it, Underlord.
I just need to destroy the inhibitor. How do I go about that? Actually, what are my minions? My minion status. 5 gnarlings. 4 of those guys. Yeah, it's fine. It's taking a long time to dig through.
One of your workers has reached level 4 and unlocked the blink ability, allowing it to teleport a short distance. At higher levels, they will unlock more abilities, allowing them to dash over large distances, and even teleport across the entire map. If any of your minions fall in combat, your workers will attempt to rescue them and return them to their lair, where they may rest and recover.
I need to breach into their dungeon somehow, right? Oh, he's attacking that for some reason. That's cool. Okay, so there's where the health is. All of this fortified? Yeah, it's looking like it. Oh, wait. Did breach it. Now let's go here.
These gnarlings know more than they're letting on.
The enemy have breached the damn walls. Steel yourselves, lads.
How do I drop him? It's not allowing me to drop him. It's in their dungeon, not in mine. There we go. It's working out a little better. Now, is he going to automatically attack that? Good. I don't need you to do that anymore. Now, can I claim this as my own? No, it doesn't look like I can. Oh, snap. I can now. What just happened there? Nope, still can't. Alright, There we go. There we go. Hey, there's a bunch of gold. Let's go there next. Can I pick that up?
It is payday here.
Okay, so that's their own archive. So I guess they get much the same buildings we do, just good versions. What are those little negative skull things? Pig things. Might be one. I'm playing that as my own now, but I don't really need to. In fact, okay, cool. There's someone to kill. Right. Any of this? Sure can. Alright, let's just go get in there. Is that the Lord? Yeah, serve, roast them off. That guy's ugly. He's also dead.
Light is gone. Extinguished.
It seems almost charitable to put him out of his misery.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, Underlord. You're learning much faster this time.
Alright, that was
We've barely even
something.
started, and you already have a notch on your belt. Well done, Underlord. But there's no rest for the wicked. 2 inhibitors still stand between us and the mainland. But after your butchery of poor Lord Rusimov, I doubt they'll be as weakly defended.
Alright, well, that was fun. It's a little frustrating at first because of the tutorial aspect. He does a lot of talking, and not a whole lot in the way of helping, to be honest. But, figured my way through that, so... Alright, I'm gonna call this an episode. Thank you for watching, and there'll be more of this to come, so I'll see you then.